It's the last one for chapter 9. I'm going to open up 9-7. Hopefully it goes faster than mine. Okay, what we have here is favorite TV programs in a pie chart. I'm going to go to the group selection tool, the second tool down, and we're going to click on the largest wedge here 2 times. 1, 2. And it should have gotten drama and the pie selection. So I'm going to change this color from black to red. Again, you can pick what color you want, just make sure they're all different. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to click this twice, and I got comedy. The next selection is news. Next one is sports, game shows. I'm going to do blue this time. And then soap operas, purple. Make sure you deselect all of them. Go back to the direct selection, second tool down, but make sure you switch it to the direct selection. And we're going to select just the pie chart only. So try to select just the pie chart only. I'm going to go to the scale tool, double click it, and I want to scale it 150%, so 150. Click OK, and it should make it larger. Go ahead and deselect that. I can go to the top tool and then deselect it. Now we're going to use what's called the type tool. We haven't used that before, but it is the 6th one down, and it's called type tool. And what you do once you get that tool selected, all you do is click once. We're going to go to the red part here. I'm not sure what color you have, but the biggest part here, and I'm just going to click one time, and it should be blinking. I'm going to go up here, and this is where all my font information is. I have a 12 point. I want it to be 27. Looks like we're going to have to type that in. So type in 27. And I want the fill color, instead of black, I want it to be white. Fill color is white. And drama is going to be 34%. And underneath that, you want to type drama. Oops. And I'm just going to keep going around the pie chart. After you get one section done, you'll have to switch back to the selection tool to deselect in order to use the type tool in a different section of the pie. So select, selection tool, deselect, go back to the type tool, and then click where you want to type. You can always move that with the selection tool if you don't get it exactly on the chart where you want it. I'm going to leave my fill at black on this one. And comedy is 25%. I'm just hitting the enter key and then typing comedy. Making sure I go back to my selection tool to deselect, and then go back to the type tool and click once. News is 9%. Selection tool, deselect, type tool. Sports. I'm going to switch this back to white again. You can make your font however you want as long as you can see it. 18% sports. And then on the last two, I'm just going to put the percentage. So deselect, go back to the type tool. This is 5. And I like that white font better on that. And the purple is 9. Again, I'm going to keep that white. Okay. Now the direct selection will move, like this 5, I want to kind of move that over. It'll move the font if you want to move it a little bit. Direct selection will do that. I'm going to actually move this up also. You can also change your font if you want. I'm going to move this down a little bit. Okay, we're going to go apply an effect. And what I'm going to do is get the direct selection tool. And again, I'm only going to select the pie. If you want, it looks like we might be able to, nope, go to the selection tool and move that up a little bit. Never mind, undo that. The words didn't come with it. Go back to the direct selection and just select the pie portion. And then at the top, go to Effect. I'm going to use something different called Stylize. We've gone to Distort and Transform before. This time we're going to Stylize. And we're going to click Round Corners. And the radius that we want is 0.139. And if you want to click your preview, you can see what it did, something funky there. And then click OK. Keeping it selected, put on a black stroke. That's 2 points. Actually, I would undo that because I don't like it. Looks like you can click just on the pie piece. Let's try that. And do a black stroke just on the pie piece. I'm still on the direct selection tool. That way it won't affect the font. Again, if your words are off, you can move them up. Make sure you're using the direct selection. So we applied an effect to a chart, which is another feature you can do. And that's something that's not available if you make a chart in Excel or some other software like that. Usually you can apply effects like you can in Illustrator. So this one's done. Go ahead and save it with your name, upload to Google Drive, and that is the last one in Chapter 9.